Hi guys, welcome to FemFusion Fitness, your home for core and pelvic floor friendly fitness and yoga. Today I have another great Foga workout, fitness and yoga combined. It's focusing on the core and hips and pelvic floor and everything through here in a safe and effective way. But it's a little bit different than last week's Foga video, which was more intended for intermediate to advanced students. This week, we're going to be working with those of you who are maybe feeling a little bit stiff or a little bit sore today, or maybe you have a little bit more limited mobility. So some of you have written to me who have a history of spinal fusion surgeries. So it's been, you're completely healed, completely recovered, but you're looking for some core workouts that are going to be safe for you and don't require a lot of twisting and a lot of significant bending involved in the workout. So this one is going to be something you can try, and I think you're going to like it. This routine is also going to incorporate just a little bit of cardio to kind of get your heart rate up, get your body warmed up, and maybe get a little light sweat on. So if you're looking for that, you're in the right place. Let's get started with a warm-up that I call Sassy Gal. I've done it in a few of my other videos, but what you're gonna do is simply step behind with one foot, and that same side, the arm is gonna go straight up toward the ceiling, okay? So step behind, arm up. Step behind, arm up. Step behind, arm up. Now those of you who have a little more mobility in your spine, if you want to do a little side bend, then that's great too. But if you're stiffer in your spine, or of course if you have the healed spinal fusion surgery, if you have that history, then maybe just reach straight up toward the ceiling, because you're not going to have that capacity to side bend like some other people might, but you can still get this great kind of opening in the muscles of your side waist, and then you're working the hips, the inner thighs, and just kind of getting the heart rate up. Take it as fast as you want to. You can go fast with this, and you can even add a tiny little side hop if you want to, or you can take it slow with me because I've got to talk. Keep going, and again, the purpose of this is to get the heart rate up by bringing the arm up over your head. That helps get the heart rate up, integrating your arms into the workout, and of course to warm up the hips, the legs, and to stretch out those side waist muscles. Let's do 10 more on each side. 9, 8, get that arm up. 7, keep breathing. 5, 4, breathe steadily and continuously. 1, and done. Okay, come to the top of your mat, shake it all out, and we're gonna begin with a lunge. So you're gonna step back, start with your hands on your waist, zip up your core so pelvic floor gently engages, lower abs gently pull in and up. So it's not a clench like this, it's just a gentle zip up, like you're zipping up a tight pair of high-waisted jeans, okay? So gently engaged. Now you're gonna step up. This is again kind of a cardio piece of your workout here. You can make it however difficult you want to make it. Take it slow if you need to. Hold on to a wall if you need to for balance. Just make sure the breath is flowing. You breathe continuously. Now I'm going to show you how to bring it up a notch. So we're going to bring the arms up and in, up and in, up and in. We're going to pull it up another notch. Now if this is too much, widen your stance. So step out into the side just a little bit rather than straight back. If you want it even harder, you can go faster. Try to keep the arch of your front foot strong and lifted. Don't let that foot collapse. Remember, you can always go slower than this. 10 more. Last one. And step wide. Now, we're gonna go into warrior two. So your front heel is in line with your back arch. See how my heel is on the line and my arch is on the line as well. You're gonna bend the front knee. Now if you can go lower, then you're gonna have to widen your stance just a little bit probably, because you want the knee to stay over your ankle. So this is warrior two position. Make sure you're not tipped forward. You want to bring your bum under you and lift your pelvic floor. Make sure the arch of your front foot is lifted and press into the outer edge of the back foot. Okay, press down, sink into this, lift that pelvic floor, look over your hand. You can also look straight ahead. Hold it. Now we're gonna add some arms. So bring your arms up as you straighten your leg and then come down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Slow and controlled. Inhale up, exhale down. Two more. Last one. All right, turn this foot in and then just heel toe your feet together and shake out your legs. And we're gonna go on to the other side. So starting with our hands on the hips, feet in either lane. See, I have my lane divider down the middle. We're gonna go into our lunge. So hands on your hips, you're zipped up and engaged through the core, and keep breathing continuously. Don't hold your breath. Again, you can stay at this level, and this is gonna get your heart rate up just as it is. Remember, you can always hold on to something for balance. If you wanna amp it up a notch, we bring our arms up overhead and come up and in with your arms, up and in. Make sure you're strong through the core and take it as slow as you need to have control. Now here's our next option, is to bring that knee up as you pull your arms in. Strong through the arms. Now you also have the option to make it even more challenging by going faster. Remember that if you're finding balance to be hard, you can widen your stance just a little bit. Step more out to the side rather than straight back. Ten more. 10. 6. 5. 4. Now step wide, and we're gonna move into our warrior two. So again, heel, back arch are in line. Sink into this. If you can go lower, you're probably gonna have to widen your stance. Make sure the knee is over the ankle. Make sure your tail is tucked under and not sticking way back. Lift your pelvic floor. Press into that outer knife edge of your back foot. And then inhale, arms up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Engage through the core. And walk those feet in. Shake out the legs. And we're gonna come down onto our knees. So you might wanna put a folded blanket under your knees for padding, or even fold up the end of your yoga mat if you want to, but it's not necessary. So come down onto your forearms. Hold on to the opposite outer upper arm, so you have a nice forearms width distance between the two elbows, a forearms width distance, and then bring the hands forward, keeping the elbows in the same place, so keep them there. And then you are going to lift your belly button toward your spine, so you're strong and engaged through the core, so lift it through the belly button. And then you're going to keep your hip points square, facing downward toward the floor as you lift and lower the right leg, up and down, up and down. Make sure that you're not opening your hip out to the side like this. You want to keep your hip points square, facing down toward the floor. Keep breathing continuously. 4 more. 3, slow and controlled. 2, strong through the core. And 1. Now foot down, bend your knee, tuck your toes under, clasp your hands, keeping your elbows right where they were, strong through the core, and just try to lift up one knee and then come up into a mini dolphin pose. Press back. Now this might be too much if you have limited mobility in your spine, but give it a try. Pressing your head back between your upper arms, pressing into your elbows and your forearms. 1 more breath. Belly is strong and engaged. And then come down. You're gonna come up onto your knees. You can sit back in child's pose if you have that flexibility. And if you don't, you can just sit on your knees and swing your arms. Okay, so even though you're having a stiff day, even though you may be having maybe some limited mobility in your spine, it's still definitely a good idea to just push your limits just a tiny, tiny bit. You never want to push into pain or discomfort, but it's good to stretch yourself a bit and see what you can do. If you can do some new things, such as the dolphin pose, it's a great strength builder. Okay, let's go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. So on your forearms, you're going to measure the distance, forearms distance between your elbows. So hold on to your upper arms, keep that distance at your elbows, and rotate your hands facing forward. Now lift your belly button toward your spine, strong through the core, straighten the left leg, and we go slow and controlled, up and down. So do not let your low back arch like this. You want to keep everything still in your upper body. The only thing moving is your leg. Slow and controlled, breath is flowing. Do not hold your breath. Keep your hips square, facing the floor. 3 more. And bend that knee down. You're gonna clasp your hands together. Don't move your elbows. Keep them glued to the floor where they were. Lift your belly button toward your spine. Tuck your toes under. Now lift one knee up and then the other, and just try that dolphin pose. So you're not forward like this, you're pressing back. If it's too much flexion at your hips, then you can widen your stance back a little bit. Just try that. Or you can walk your feet forward if you can do that. Just see what works for your body. Bend your knees deeply, that's fine. You don't have to have straight legs. 1 more breath, pressing back. And drop the knees down. Okay, come up 1 more time onto your knees, or you can sit back into child's pose and just hug yourself, give yourself a little pat on the back. And one more time on our hands and knees, we're gonna do another core strengthening exercise, also working our hips. And I'm just gonna show you what's going on in my belly. Okay, on your hands and knees, you can have your hands in fists if that's too much for the flat hands. Just do what works for you. Your fists or your wrists should be right under your shoulders. So lift your belly button toward your spine without tucking your tail under. So you want to keep that neutral spine position, nice and straight in your back. Lift your belly button away from the floor toward your spine, and you're going to lift your left leg up, keeping your hips points facing down toward the floor. Hold it there. Hold your belly button to your spine. Just hold it there. Maybe if you want to add a right arm with your left leg, you can do that. Just make sure that that's not too much pressure in your wrist. Make sure it's not making you tip over. You want to keep your balance. Hold it for one more breath, either like this or like this. Now set down that left leg. Bring your right foot behind you just a bit. You're gonna come onto your right hand. Your left arm goes at your hip and hold it here in this nice modified side plank. Hold it here, strong through the core. Maybe your arm can go up. Maybe your leg can go up too. Just make sure that it doesn't drift forward. We want to keep it pointing straight out to the side. If you're here and you're doing okay, then let's do 4 leg lifts. 4. Keep the breath flowing. And come on down. All right. Come up onto your knees again. Give it another quick little hug fest. And we're gonna do the same thing other side. So here we go on our fists or on our hands. Keep your nice flat back. Lift your belly button away from the floor. Right leg goes back and then up. You wanna keep the hip points down. Don't open up the hip like that. Keep the belly button pulled toward your spine and keep the breath flowing. Don't hold your breath ever. It's not good for your pelvic floor. It's not good for your blood pressure. It's not good for the oxygenation of your body tissues. Now, if you did on the other side, lift the opposite arm. So you're really stretching the arm and the leg away from each other. Lift that belly button away from the floor. Hold it either like this or like this. And now let's set down that right foot. Turn the left foot so that it's a little bit behind you. You're gonna come up onto your left hand, right hand on your waist. Hold it here. If you'd like to lift your right arm up, that's great. Strong through the core. Maybe try lifting that right leg. Hold it here or add the 4 leg lifts. So tap down and up. Keep the breath flowing. Last one. And come on down. Okay, legs out to the side and make your way onto your bottom. Come down through your side onto your back, and we are almost done. We're gonna do just a few little abdominal exercises. So find a neutral spine position. You do not want your low back arching. You wanna keep your spine very neutral, airing toward being closer toward the floor. So keep it close to the floor. Keep your belly button pulled toward your spine. Lift your right leg, hold it here, and then you're going to exhale. Use your abs to help lift that left leg up off the floor. Now, you're in this nice 90 degree position. 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees. And we are going to tap down and up. Tap down and up. As you do that move, keep your lower ribs pulled in and do not let your low back arch. So you're keeping your back close to the ground. You're keeping your belly button pulled toward your spine, and you're keeping your low ribs pulled in. So don't let this happen. So keep everything pulled in and knitted together. Let's do 7 more on each side. Shoulders relaxed. This is a great ab workout. Belly button pulled in toward the spine. Don't let your low back arch. Lower ribs pulled in. Think of the area beneath your bra strap, those back ribs, keep them down on the floor. Breathe continuously, make it loud, and last one on each side. Okay, legs down carefully, relax, flop out your knees, and we're gonna do 4 bridges, and then we're done. So you've had a well-rounded workout. This is a bridge pose right here. You're gonna bring your heels as close to your middle fingers as you can. Engage your pelvic floor. So do a little kegel. So lift your pelvic floor toward your head like you're pulling a marble into your body. Hold it, and then come up, 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 up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And release down, 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 down. Relax. Let that imaginary marble go. You want to release that pelvic floor contraction. Take some deep belly breaths. And 3 more times. So we're getting a nice pelvic floor activation here as well as a glute and hamstring activation. So knees together, heels nice and close. You're going to engage your pelvic floor. So pull like you're pulling a marble into your body. Squeeze and lift your pelvic floor and hold it. Now squeeze your bottom and lift. Press into your heels. Lift, 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 and hold it, hold it, hold it. And come on down. Relax, shake out those legs, and let's do 2 more. Okay, knees together. You can almost touch those heels with your middle finger. So engage your pelvic floor. Do that Kegel contraction. Squeeze and lift and hold it. Now press into your heels. Use your bottom to lift. Hold it. Everything is strong. And then down. And relax. Release everything. Blow it all out. I like to do a little raspberry there. Okay, last one. Knees together, heels are close. Engage your pelvic floor, do that Kegel contraction and lift everything up. Press into the heels, squeeze your bottom. Don't let your knees drift apart, keep them close. Strong through the inner thighs, strong through the bottom, and now down. And we are done. Shake it all out. Maybe even, if you can, rock side to side, if that feels good to you. Make sure your shoulders are nice and relaxed. Bring those knees together again and relax down and down. That might not be comfortable. You might want to put a blanket, a rolled up blanket or a pillow underneath your knees to reduce some of the pressure on your low back, and that's fine. But if you want to just lie flat on your back, take a couple deep breaths here. Take at least 3 nice, full, deep, relaxed breaths. And I just want to thank you for joining me. I'm going to leave you in this nice, relaxed position. Great job taking care of yourself. These quick little Foga movement breaks are such an important way to add a little more movement, a little more activity to your day, break things up, get the blood flowing, get your core muscles working. You did yourself a treat today, so good job. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, and come back next week. There'll be something new for you. And until next time, remember, eat clean, move every day, and you will shine brighter.